Good morning. This is your friend Bridget. I'm on my balcony, and I was thinking about something that we don't really do that much anymore. Is writing things down, and I don't mean taking a screenshot or taking a picture with your phone or typing on your computer. I mean literally writing it down. There's a neurological thing that happens. There's connections in your mind between your motor skills and your hemispheres and what you're doing when you're writing that's completely different than when you're typing. And this is true for taking notes in class or what have you. Because when you're typing, you are listening to type. You're not listening to understand. Teacher nerd stuff. So with your goals, you have to write it down, and then be that toddler. So here's the thing. What are you struggling with right now? Okay? Get to the bottom of that. The only way you can get to the bottom of that sometimes is by writing it down. For example, like, if you start like really feeling mad, why am I so mad? I don't understand why I'm so mad. Start writing it down. Like, write down, I'm so mad right now. And then be a toddler. Why? And then successfully and in succession break that down. Answer those questions. I'm mad. Why? Because I shouldn't be in this income situation. Why? Because, right? Well, why do you need the income? Well, because my body hurts if I work too many hours. Why? Because I have an invisible illness. So then now you have two different lines of questioning, right? But like, you can brainstorm it, you can do it like a family tree. But I think that if you really get to the root of it, why? Because I'm afraid I'm going to be homeless. Oh, but when's the last time? Okay, now when you get to the root of it, fear of personal safety. Like, distill it, get to the root, get to the bottom line, whatever phraseology you like, but go to the lowest denominator. There's another one, and see what it is that you're afraid of. Because then you can deal with it, right? Then you can start doing the opposite. When's the last time you've been homeless? Well, I was in transition every time I moved when I was married. I was never homeless as a child. And then I did the farm thing, and the farm thing went bye-bye. And then I had no place to live. So obviously that brought up a fear, right? A recent experience brought up an old fear. So what can you do to get to where you are? Now you know what you want. Now you know you really like doing about 25, 30 hours at your part-time job, but that doesn't pay the bills, and you have your current portfolio clients, which 90% pays the bills. Now, what can you do to be in a position so that that is all the income you need? Oh, okay, well, I don't get Marco's Pizza every Friday anymore. That's $20, $20. It used to drive me crazy when my husband said it, because it was so pedantic and parental and it just felt so like, if you spend $20 5 times, that's $100. $100 10 times is $1,000. He's not wrong. It was just the way it was done was so like, and and you're stupid, and that's why you don't have money, because you're stupid and you grew up white trash, and that's why you don't have any money. That was all the undertones of that lecture. But when I talk to my customers at TJ Maxx, and they're like, ooh, I really like this necklace, but it's $12. I don't know. And I'm like, well, that's less than a McDonald's meal. So, like, what are the things you do want? Do you want a Movado watch? Do you want to work less? Do you want to buy a house? Well, you have to start writing it down and figuring out what is stopping you. Maybe you're stopping you. I mean, you can only control your own behavior, right? But also, I've really noticed that, this last 6 months, I've been very angry with cause, but now it's time to deal with it. There's that's total bullshit. And then there's why am I angry? I don't want to be angry. I don't want to wake up angry. I don't want to cry. I like being my fun self, I like this version of me. I like feeling free, but there's moments where it's still there, and I don't like that. So I have to deal with it. Okay, wait. Look around. You have a beautiful apartment. Look at all your friends and family that helped you be here, right? Write it down. Remind yourself. If you have to say it out loud, do that. I do that. I'm auditory. So I'll write it down and I'll look at it, and then I'll start talking literally out loud. Okay, Bridget. And I used to do this in San Antonio. I would close my eyes, walk to the front of my apartment, open my eyes, and look around. You did this. You're here. You're fine. You're okay. Not woo-woo affirmations, but literally, look, you did this. This is a version of your resume, You're okay. You really are okay. And sometimes I joke, well, I got 30 more days because I paid my rent, But that's not helping me think in a more stable way, right? Now, I'm talking about myself not so that you'll start a GoFundMe campaign. I'm talking about myself because I know myself. And this is the hard work. But you can't be in business for yourself if you don't know what's making you angry. Why are you upset at work? Why do you want to change your work? Is there any of that you can deal with, in a way that helps you not be angry? They always say anger only hurts you. And it's true, because the person who's an asshole never gave a fuck in the first place, okay? It doesn't mean that we don't have a right to be angry. It doesn't mean that we weren't hurt. It doesn't mean that we aren't dismissed. It doesn't mean that we don't have to work 10 times harder to be in a lower position than somebody who just walked in the door. That's not the point. Those are things you can't control. What you can control is what you're doing. So why do women mostly poison when they murder? Because we're patient. You forgot about that. Your patience is your power. So you don't like your job? How are you going to get out of it in the next 2 years? Write it down. How are you going to get out of it in the next year? Whatever your goal is, write it down. Start figuring it out. How do you start getting out of that job that you hate? And don't forget to figure out what you hate about it so that you don't get in a similar position. And you know what? I love you and you love you. Be good. Mwah. Bye. Write it down. Where's your pen and paper? You don't have it yet?